Imagine you already have the things you once dream of. Now in your hands, now you have them. You have the things you once only dream of. But even so, we tend to overlook the things we have right now. We don't value them more than we do, and we don't appreciate the things we have. We don't appreciate the things that we have. I mean, because we look at what others have, which is wrong at some point. Wrong because we no longer value and appreciate what we have. Because our thinking is, I want that, I want this, to the point that you don't even realize you're forgetting the things you have or had because you are just focused on what you want to get. On the other side, it's good to look at what others have because you can use it as an inspiration or motivation to strive in life to achieve the things you want. It can also be an inspiration to boost yourself to get something. But it only becomes wrong when you no longer remember what you have. You know, in life, we need to learn to love and be content with the things we have in our lives. Love and value the things we have now. Be thankful that we have something to use, or be thankful that we have that. We all know that many people in this world dream of having what you have now. Many people who don't have that, who don't experience that. But just because you have it doesn't mean you should forget about it. I mean, you need to learn to be contented with what you have and do not forget to value it. I'm not saying you should be content with what you have for the rest of your life, that you should just stay where you are and not grow. What I mean is be content with what you have now, and at the same time, you are working to get what you want. You are working on the things you want to achieve in life. Not be content with what you have and, stop chasing what you want to achieve. Not like that. The thing is, to get the things you want now, you should do the things you haven't done before. You know, before I intended to overlook the things I have. Because for me back then, my mindset was wanting more. I got what I wanted, but I wanted something better. Well, it's not bad to want more, it's kind of good to endeavor and stay inspired. But in that way, I didn't value what I had because all I wanted was new. I wanted better, I wanted what was trendy, something cooler than what I had. I just wanted more, you know. Well, if you think about it, when you were a kid or a child, you were like a spoiled brat if you think that way. You know how spoiled kids are with their parents. They always say when they are want to get something, I want this, what I have is so ugly, buy me this because I saw my friend has this, I want this, it's trendy, and so on and blah blah blah. Especially if you're rich or well off, there's a high chance that you don't value the things you have. I'm not referring to all the people, I'm just saying that most of the time people are like that. We envy what others have, even if we don't totally need it. We force ourselves to buy it for what? To show off to people, to say that you have what they have. If it's just for that and there's no deep reason, maybe it's better not to have it. But if you have a deep reason behind it, then go for it. What I mean is love yours. You know the song by J. Cole, Love Yours, with the letter Z on the end. That's what you should do. Whatever you have now in life, don't forget to value it. Remember, by valuing the things you have now, we don't know. Maybe God might give you something even better. Love yours. Love what you have. Don't envy the things you don't have. Instead, strive more in life to reach that position and achieve those things. I've learned it, and I love what I have now and the things that I would have. So, love what you got. What else do you have besides the thing you can buy? Well, you have yourself, right? We all know we have flaws and insecurities, and we are not perfect beings on this planet. We are all imperfect to God, and even to ourselves. We are imperfect. As we grow up, our body shape and size change. We get taller, we get hair in various parts of our body, we get pimples, and so on. And this is where we start to have insecurities in life. Those parts of our body that different from our eyes, that we see as not good. We see it like it's not normal to have those traits. At first, you feel ashamed. You don't want to show them. And you often hide your insecurities. But over time, many people cope with it and start to love and accept themselves. You know, for me, insecurities are not always ugly. The fact is, we base what is beautiful on societies and people's standards. We think that what society and people see as ugly is ugly for everyone. So if they think there's something wrong with you also think there's something wrong with you. And that's how people sometimes develop insecurities. You know, one of the causes of this is social media. We see what others have and we get envious. Social media had, social media has its beauty standards. And that's why most people set their standards based on social media, thinking it's good. The fact is, you're just basing your standards on that. And, and you don't have self preference. All you see in social media are people who also have insecurities, and a lot of them they started to accept their insecurities. They love themselves. I think most people are trying to fit into social media standards, trying to fit into they're trying to fit. You need to get out of these social media standards and make your standards based on what you see as beautiful and realistic. If you start to accept yourself and accept the fact that it's normal to have those insecurities, those flaws, it doesn't make you less of a human. Self acceptance is not the responsibility of society or other people. It's your responsibility. You must accept yourself and love what you have. Because if you love yourself and accept yourself, you won't care about what the world says about you or what people say about you. All their words about you, your body, the way you think, and the things you have will become irrelevant. Because what's important is that you love yourself. You won't seek validation from anyone else. If they don't love you or like you, you don't care. Because first of all, it's not their responsibility to care about you. Their responsibility is to mind their own business or lives. That's why God gave us our own lives so we can mind our own business, right? Love yourself because that's something you have that you can't buy from others. Be content with the things you have because one day God will give you something better than you have prayed for.